Okay, somehow my video got cut off. So back to our lesson. We're gonna extend A, B, and we're gonna actually make it into a ray. So we're gonna take A, so point A, and we're gonna go all the way through point B. Okay, how we would label that is A, B, and you see that my ray starts at A and extends through B. I didn't start at B and extend through A. That would be a different ray. All right. We can also extend on both sides, making a line. Remember what a line is? A line goes through both points. Okay. So I'm going to come back down here to my familiar figure, and I'm going to extend my line E and C. And again, we label it E, C, and the arrows extend both ways because a line goes in both directions. Okay. So we have a line segment, connects 2 points, but both points stop. We have a line which extends through both points, and arrows go through each point, so it's a never-ending line. We have a ray which starts at one point, extends through a second point with no ending. And then we have an angle, measuring the amount of turn, or where 2 rays share the same endpoint, which again we refer to as the vertex or the vertices. And then we apply those to our different figures. That's what you're going to be doing in our first problem set. So let's take a look at that first problem set. It should look like this. Okay, so I'm going to go through the very first portion of this. It says to draw 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 points anywhere in my box. There's point and a point, and I'm going to label it A and B. Okay, and then it says use a straight edge, that's just a ruler, to draw A, B. And you'll notice on B, there has this little nick at the end. It's supposed to be an arrow. So if you need to, go ahead and draw an arrow in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go from A, point A, and extend through point B. And you can use a straight edge, or you can do what I just did, just draw through for right now. Okay, draw a new point that's not A or B and label it C. Great, so I can pick somewhere else on my page, put a point, label it C, and you will notice that over the top of this one, it's just a line. That means it's a line segment. So I'm not gonna go through either one of my points. I'm just gonna connect the 2. So there, I've just connected point A to point C. Okay. So now we're going to take our next direction says draw a point not on AB or AC and call it D. Okay. So I'm going to pick somewhere else in my square here, and I'm going to put a point and I'm going to put it D. And then it says construct CD. And remember, 2 arrows mean it's going to be a line. That means that the line has to extend all the way through point C and point D. Okay, so remember, you started with points A and B, and we drew through B, making this a ray. So this is our ray. Okay, then we made point C, but we were supposed to only connect A and C and not go through them, which makes this a line segment. Then we made another point, point D, and we were to extend our line going both directions. This is our line. And now we've created an angle. Okay, we have a couple different angles. If you can see, we have angle BAC. So we're going to label that as, right here, there's our symbol, BAC. Can you see where the other angle is? Good. Our other angle starts with ACD. So we're going to come over here. ACD. I could go the opposite direction with angles. I could start at D, C, A. So angle D, C, A. And this one, I can also go backwards and say C, A, B. Angle C, A, B. Okay, so your job is going to be to come down and do the same thing with problem set number 2. Then you're going to turn the page and you'll see some familiar figures, and you're going to add to these familiar figures. So right now, what you're looking at are line segments, and each one of the first familiar figures, you're going to have to add some rays in, extend some lines. So extend some line segments and make lines. If you look at our compass rose down here, you already see that it has lines going through in each direction because those arrows are never ending. Okay, but you also have some line segments in here. Okay, and then you're going to fill out this chart. Okay, your extension is going to be to draw your own figure. Label it with points. Identify some rays that you put in, some lines, line segments, and angles as applicable. Okay? All right. And then homework will be the same. It will be just this extension of our problem set. Okay, so go back to that very beginning of our lesson to look for all of the different examples and do your very best.